Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the studio. This is your midweek update. Again, off the cuff. No notes, no script. If you've seen, we had a pretty busy weekend last weekend. We got to go to Mini Nats. We were lucky enough to have our ticket to get in. Second year we got in. It was a lot of fun. We didn't get to stay a whole weekend at the show. We just spent the day, and wish we could have stayed for cruising, but it was still a good day and not a bad road trip. I went solo this year. A couple buddies couldn't make it, and hey, we went. We did get a couple more famous mini trucker people to sign the body. If you've seen that video, we got Gooch from Gooch Customs. A guy that does a lot of awesome pinstriping and custom paint. He's on Instagram. I don't think he has a YouTube channel. We got Patrick from Zip Ties Diaries. Watch him every week or every video he puts up. He's got some really cool content. It's kind of like my channel. It's a little different. He does a lot of fabrication, building. He don't really paint anything, but he does some pretty cool stuff, little projects. All kinds of little projects and big projects. And we also got the guys from Switch Suspension. Sorry, I can't remember his name, but they have a YouTube channel. They have Instagram and all that good stuff. They sell all the air ride suspension components and parts and pieces, and they do some cool videos. And they did a giveaway this week. We bought 2 of the posters. You had to buy a poster to win a truck to get in the drawing. We bought 2 posters, and fingers crossed, it got down to the last minute. They said a white ticket, and we had a white ticket, but we were a few digits off and we didn't get it. But either way, it was fun to be part of that. They sold, I think, 250 tickets. I think that's what the total was, I think. But either way, I think the truck is going to stay on the East Coast. I think it went towards Virginia Beach. But anyways, congrats to that winner. And also Chris with the white truck, picture right here. We painted that truck 2 years ago, and I don't normally get to do or even really strive to do custom paint on real cars because it's such a big undertaking. But 2 years ago, I got the want and the need to do a truck. We did his, and he took home a top 50 this weekend. That's a pretty good accomplishment for Mini Nats. That's usually a very stacked field. So it's pretty cool to be part of that. Chris built the truck, did all the accessories and detailing, and we did the paint and body work on it, like I said, 2 years ago. What else we got going on? We got Chuck's bodies. Chuck is in desperate need of getting his bodies back. I think he may have bought some runners just to have something, but this are his race bodies. These are the ones we're painting like the motocross bike. Hawaiian theme and more sunsets and palm trees. I will do a video on this. We're going to do both of them at the same time, so it's going to be kind of hard to narrow it down. But they're basically getting the same exact paint scheme, just different bodies, obviously. Associated buggy and a Techno truggy. I got one last masking I got to see if I can cut. I got to try to cut a Techno logo, and then we'll be well on our way. So be looking for this weekend. And we've got another big tool coming to the shop. I think I mentioned it last week. We're going to attempt to do some powder coating. I bought an Eastwood kit. Eastwood supports the hobby of mini trucks and hot rodding and all that good stuff. And so we're going to support them. We bought an Eastwood kit. It comes with an oven and everything. It's a little bit bigger than a toaster oven, so it'll be plenty big to do RC10 chassis and parts and pieces. I've got at least 4 that I want to do. I got that T2 that we're restoring. I've got my 4-wheel drive RC10 above me here. I've got at least 2 RC10 GTs that we want to do. I got a GT that we want to convert to electric. I think it's on the whiteboard. I'd like to powder coat that chassis just to have it different. We got a couple of colors. We didn't get enough. We got to get some base colors. Of course, I got the neon stuff, so I got to get some white and maybe some clear coat. But we'll go over that once it comes in. It may be here tomorrow as well, so we'll see. Yeah, let's head into Studio A and see what's going on. All right, welcome back to Studio A. We are starting to build our Dune Master. I didn't do a build video on this. There are several build videos out there already. But I can touch on some of the highlights or some of the kind of the quirky things. It is a super nice kit. This is a race buggy. This is I think it's based off the RB5 Kyosho. They just dumbed it down, made it a little more plasticky. It does have plastic shocks. It does not come with shock oil. It comes with diff grease. The diff is a little bit concerning. It's got some pot metal gear diffs, and the ring gears or the sun gears, they look really fragile. I don't know how fragile they are. I hadn't heard anybody complaining about them, but they're just made out of pot metal. And the spider gears are also the same pot metal. I don't know if you can still get RB5 hop-ups. If you can, I'm not sure if it had a ball diff or if it had a sealed gear diff. It does have a sealed diff. It's got a gasket, but it comes with this white diff grease. It don't really come with fluid. We built it per instructions. I think Phil noted on Poor Boys that every part has a little bit of flashing on it, and be a good advice to get you a set of flush cutters, side cutters, to trim up all your parts and pieces. Everything's got a little ear on it. See those little sticking up on the end there? That's not supposed to be there. Minor complaint. Other than that, a good set of calipers, because you do have to measure some thickness of some shims. Between like 1 or half a millimeter up to 2 millimeters on some of these standoff areas where you have to sandwich stuff together. But it's gone together really smooth. Everything fits good and tight. Bearings throughout, except for the steering rack. The steering rack has room for bearings, but it comes with just plastic bushings. Not a big deal. No more than this car is going to get run. We're not trying to get all the doodads, I guess, on this one, and we're going to leave that just the bushings in the steering, at least for now. It's aluminum motor mount, which is good. It's not plastic. Slipper clutch. But yeah, stay tuned for this build and another paint video. And then once we get to this, when we get this one done, we're going to build the Beetle, and I got a special paint scheme in mind for that one. That's going to be really cool, and only the old guys will recognize it, and may not even recognize it then because it was not very publicized paint job. So a little teaser there. Other than that, nothing new. We may go run on the track again soon. My buddy got some tires and wheels. Got some J Concepts tires and wheels for his Rustler. We learned something. The new Rustlers that has that HD suspension, you have to revert back to the old style hub carriers and steering knuckles and all, because the 2.2-inch wheels won't quite fit over the HD stuff. Not a problem. Or you can get the aluminum upgrade if you want some eye candy on there. I think he went for the anodized aluminum upgrade stuff. Not parts you typically break on a Rustler. I don't think I ever broke anything on a Rustler. Maybe a servo saver or stripped a servo out. But so if you want to put 2.2-inch wheels to have race tires, you got to revert back to the old school stuff. Anyways, let's head back out and wrap this thing up. All right, guys, one last thing that we did pick up at the show, t-shirt from Rollin' Reckless. We are not sponsored by them. This is not a paid advertisement, but he has put the white Toyota on a t-shirt, and it's a really cool shirt. So I think it's rollinreckless.com, and it is Reckless with 2 Z's. Reckless. But yeah, very cool. We picked that up this weekend. And if you want to pick up some Guru merch, we got t-shirts with this truck on it. That's what I wore all weekend. We got some stickers. I don't have them up here, but we got stickers. This truck, we got a new design with a cartoon version of myself on there that my brother and Carpy's worked on together. I hadn't ordered one yet myself. I need to get some stuff ordered. I'm wearing the wrong shirt tonight. But anyways, I appreciate you hanging out, and leave me a comment below. Tell me what you think. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the join button that's somewhere down there. If you want to join, get early access to videos. We try to put out a video maybe once or twice a month exclusive on Fridays. And yeah, we'll see you Sunday with painting, powder coating, or doing something. So we'll see you then. Thanks.